When you look at the college catalog, you are going to see course descriptions like this. I want to show you all the great information you can get from the course description in the catalog. So for this example, we're using Counseling 1, Introduction to College. You've got the course number, the course name. Here, this shows how many units the class is. Now, if you see a unit, typically 1 unit equals 18 hours of time in class for an in-person class and 30 to 40 hours of study time outside of class per semester. For an online class, all those hours would be done asynchronously. It can be different for lab-based classes. This section here shows you how you can use the units. In this case, they count towards an AA or AS degree. That's what degree applicable means. They transfer to Cal States, which means they can also be used for an AAT and SAT degree. And they transfer to UCs. If you see UC credit limitation on your course description, it means that Mount SAC has a similar course. In this case, Counseling 2 is very similar to Counseling 1, and you can only get credit for one of these courses if you transfer to a UC. So if you took Counseling 2 and Counseling 1 and you went to a UC, you would only get credit for one of those classes. This shows the grading option. This class, students can choose whether to get a pass, no pass, or whether to get a letter grade. Now, the default is going to be a letter grade, but if you decide you want to change it to pass, no pass and have no grade, you can do that. You just have to change your option before the last day of class. This shows how many hours in a lecture class per semester. If you see something similar that says lab with a number next to it, that's how many hours per semester you will spend in the lab. And here is a description of the content in the course. Now, there's a couple things I wanted to show you that are not on this course description, so I'm going to show you one more. If you don't see something on a course description, it means it doesn't have it. So if you don't see UC credit limitation, you know you're good to go. You don't have a problem there. If you don't see maybe taken for option of letter grade, pass or no pass, if you don't see that, then it means that class does not have that option. If you see a class that says degree applicable, but does not say CSU or UC, then you can only use it towards a local AAAS degree. You won't be able to use it for transfer or for a transfer degree. Let's look at another example. So here we have physics. You'll notice this one has a prerequisite. A prerequisite is a course that must be passed before taking this course. So in order to take Physics 4A, students have to pass Physics 2AG first. A co-requisite is similar. This is a course that must be taken at the same time, or it can be taken before this course. So students taking Physics 4A would also need to meet the co-requisite requirement. They would need to take Math 181 at the same time as Physics 4A, or have taken Math 181 previously. If you have any questions about what something in the catalog means, reach out to a counselor. We'd be happy to explain.